One of the most celebrated actions of the day came during the British counterattack. It's known to history as the Charge of the Scot Greys, right across this valley here, and it was immortalised by Lady Elizabeth Butler in this famous painting.
Wellington's cavalry commander, the Earl of Uxbridge, ordered the household and the Union heavy cavalry brigades to attack the French infantry that was pressing the Allied centre. Initially held in reserve, but witnessing the 92nd Highlanders falling back in disorder, the Scots Greys joined the fray and routed a French column. Ultimately, their advance petered out once they were confronted by the main French line, but their exploits that day captured the imagination of many. But in this age of gunpowder, how destructive was a sabre-wielding cavalryman? Equestrian expert Ed Long answered my question.
So Ed, tell me a little bit more about this weapon that you've got.
Well, it's a light cavalry sword. It was designed in 1796 by a chap called John Le Marchand in conjunction with a Birmingham cutler called Henry Osborne. And it was a formidable weapon.
And the foremost thing about this is it's designed for what kind of movement? Is it a thrusting weapon? Is it a stabbing weapon?
Well, it can be used in a number of ways actually. If we firstly look at the blade that we've got here.
Do you want me to hold that?
That'd be great. So it's got one very sharp edge along here, and it's slightly wider at the top. And it was the curve of the blade which actually allowed a lot more slashing technique. Right. So it's not necessarily to instantly kill your opponent. It was to maim, to get through as many people as you could in the shortest amount of time.
And used primarily on a horse?
Yeah, used by a cavalryman. And he wouldn't be going for a big swipe. It wasn't about that. It was about keeping a nice straight arm and using his wrist for little flicks. And we're talking flicks that across faces would be a primary target to instantly disable the opponent and leave an absolute trail of destruction behind them. Yeah.
So the French must have absolutely hated this.
Yeah, it was causing so much havoc and so much damage. And there's legend from the battlefield that it would cut a French soldier through their helmet, down their face, all the way to their teeth, right down, and split their head straight open. And the stories, so they hated it. I mean, the French officers actually complained about the sword.
Gosh, this is a bit horrific actually. Okay, so what's the idea with this?
Well, the idea is I'll ride down, as I have done with the melon, and give it a go. But why don't you take the sabre now?
Yeah.
And
have a go.
Yeah, have a go. See how far you get. See if you can make a bit of a dent.
Okay, which way shall I?
Yeah, maybe the leg. Maybe see if you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're ready.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can see the slashing motion there. Yeah.
Look at that.
And that's you from a standstill, travelling at no speed.
My. Look how deep that's gone. That's just from me, just literally doing that. And look how far I've gone. I've got even. Oh, look at the horrific wound I've just caused. I've literally nearly chopped his leg off. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. So if I'm on a horse going really quick, well, I would have just gone straight through him. Unbelievable. So going a bit quicker, I would have gone straight through that.
Well, yeah. Let's try it out, shall we?
I'm dying to see you go really fast on that horse. Oh, Ed, that was amazing. Look at that. Look how far you've gone through. That was quite a mighty chop. That was a forward chop that you came through.
Yeah, forward chop, and it's nearly all the way through, isn't it? It's all gone through.
Look, he's hanging. He's hanging literally by ligaments and tendons and muscle. You have gone through literally half of his back, straight through.
That's just the power of the sword and the power of this sabre, what it can do. It can really get through the muscle, get through the fat, all the tough stuff in the body.
But that was one swipe.
And it just rips it apart, yeah.
There is no chance that this soldier is going anywhere.
No wonder the French officers complained about it.
French officers had something to complain about, didn't they?